All right, everyone. Good morning. Everyone's trickling in here. Welcome, welcome. Please come have a seat. My name is Melanie Durego. I'm a Vice President of Pharmacy Retail Operations in the Northeast. So if you're in the Northeast and you've not met me, please come meet me. I am here today with a panel of digital marketing experts. So from our very own RxOwnership team, we have Martin Dennis, not to be confused with Dennis Martin. He is also a pharmacist and former store owner. And from our new Ansira team that we've partnered with at Health Mart and McKesson, we have Liz Nelligan. She's the Vice President of Media Strategy. And Camry Campbell. She is the media lead at Ansira. So if you don't know, Ansira is new to Health Mart and McKesson. And they work on local marketing programs to deliver offers to all pharmacies. They have a keen background in planning, delivering, and executing local media buys to scale to drive results at store level. And you'll hear today some great tips and tricks on how to get the most of your digital packages. So I'm going to hand it over to Liz. She's going to be our host today, and she's going to be running through the questions. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Melanie. I have the fun part of just grilling you both and asking you some really fun questions. Like Melanie said, you're going to walk away here with some really great tips and tricks on how to approach your digital marketing. So first things first, Camry, what is digital marketing and how does it work so well?
That's an amazing question because it can be really overwhelming with all of the different tactics that are available through digital marketing. So when we're talking digital marketing, we're really talking things like social media, search engines, streaming TV, and websites. And the thing I think is the number one thing to take away from this is that when we're talking digital marketing, this is one of the only tactics in the market where you're doing an audience-first approach. So we look at the consumer and their data and the way that they're engaging with media around them. So if they're engaging with health and wellness-related pages or your maybe competitor pages, and that's how we decide who to put our inventory in front of. And then we also have the benefit of utilizing AI for those campaigns to learn over time. So we find the people who are in market, and then we find who's performing, and we optimize towards those people, so we're constantly reaching them. And another thing I think a lot of you are really going to like is that this is actually one of the most cost-effective ways to market your business for two reasons. One, all of the optimizations I was just talking about and the efficiencies that we can reach using digital marketing tactics and AI. And another one is that if you're like me, you maybe are spending a little bit too much time online. I know I'm guilty of that. So there are lots of different ways that you can reach me throughout the day, which really drives those prices down.
And now, Martin, as a previous pharmacy owner yourself, why is this so important for pharmacy owners to invest in?
All right, so digital marketing, some of y'all may see me up there. I spent most of yesterday and this morning scanning people into CEs and CE sessions, and there was a management session upstairs, and he had a slide of about 11 essential skills that pharmacist owners needed to have. And he said something, he says, as a pharmacy owner, if you don't have one of these strengths, you have to surround yourself with people that do. There's only 24 hours in a day. You have to focus on so many things, and some things take up more of your time than others. The only way to get more hours in the day is to surround yourself with people or organizations that have the strengths you need. I didn't do my own payroll. I didn't do my own accountant. I didn't do my own taxes, and I didn't do my reconciliation. I outsourced that to people who knew what they were doing, who could provide a good service, and you should do the same thing with digital marketing. It's a big learning curve and a lot of money to get this kind of program started. Find somebody who's doing it and doing it well.
And I love that. Partnering with somebody to help take that heavy lift off of your shoulders is so important. So Camry, how can digital marketing bring in new patients or really help increase the sales, the script count of current patients?
This is a great question. So I'm actually going to move forward in our slides right here. Perfect. So when we're looking at marketing, we're really looking at how can we get our customer to move through this funnel. So the first piece is awareness. And as you may know, it's really hard to purchase from a business you don't know exists. So that's our objective number one. They need to know that we exist. And then now that they're aware that we're here, how can we drive them to the intent phase? How can we drive that consideration? And that's by showing how you are different than your competitors and how you can serve the customer. So we Once we have them there, we show them why we're different, we show them why we're, the best in the biz, then it all comes to loyalty and retention. And this has a lot to do with when they're in market. So we want to make sure that when that person is searching and when they're trying to find us and they're saying, whatever they may be looking for, compounding, prescriptions, pharmacy near me, whatever it is, we need to make sure we're there raising our hand saying, hi, I can help you. I offer these services. Come spend your money at my pharmacy. So when we look at someone's day-to-day life and how this really moves them throughout their day, per se, we're looking at a customer who they wake up in the morning and they hop on Facebook. And that's kind of how they spend their morning. They see an ad from your pharmacy on their Facebook page that morning. Then they go to work later that day and they're reading an article. And guess what's on the side of that article? A display ad from your pharmacy. And then, work is over, they go pick up the kids. Of course, one of them is sick, and they take them to urgent care, have to get a prescription refilled. They go on to Google and they're searching pharmacy near me. Where can I get my prescription refilled? Where can I get some cost savings? And then your pharmacy pops up. And when they're ready to convert, they come to you, they spend their money with you. Of course, they have the best experience in the world, and you get a customer for life. So that's really how you can convert your customers using marketing in their everyday lives to be there when they need you and when they're ready to spend their money at your pharmacy.
I love that example, really walking somebody through on their day-to-day life. Another good way, too, if we kind of bring it out of the pharmacy realm, is somebody who's purchasing a car. You don't wake up one day and say, I'm going to go to the dealership and purchase a car. There really is that research phase, that finding out where you want to go, what deal you want, what car you want. This is the same thing, too, with pharmacy. You have to continually talk to your customers to drive them in. So, Martin, as a pharmacy owner, how would somebody determine what digital marketing to invest in?
Digital marketing is one of those products that you shouldn't do unless you know why you're doing it. All right? You're going to look at the cost, and you're going to have a hard time justifying this cost to yourself. First thing you need to realize about this program with McKesson is that you get to apply your matching Health Mart dollars to it. All right? That's going to dramatically lower the baseline cost of getting into this program. But every pharmacist here, you all know your stores, you know your numbers, and you know the answer to this question. If I could do more of this, I'd be better. What is this? Is it just more customers in my store, more scripts in my store? Is it more compounds? Is it another long-term nursing home? Is it another flu clinic? Is it a workman's comp funnel? These are the kinds of things you should think about when you invest in digital marketing. Not just, hey, we're here, we're a pharmacy. But we're a pharmacy, we have this product that you want, you need, and that product should actually make you more money than the regular things that you do. All right? And then you can measure that. How much did I do before I started this program? How much I did after I started this program? That, whatever that thing is that you want more of, that's your avatar. That's your customer avatar. That's your ideal customer. Okay? That's what these guys are going to find for you. That's what these guys are going to try to get into your store. Okay? So yes, do you just want to, hey, if you just want to be another pharmacy out there advertising, that's a landing page. That's easy enough. But what is it that you really want more of? Compounding. In compounding, what is it that you want? You want the pet owners? You want the people looking for the hair loss? What is that product that you know if you could just do 10 more a day, it's going to change the course of your pharmacy financially over time? All right? So have an idea in mind, know what you're doing, know where you want to go, know the value of that. Create your own KPIs, and you won't blink about enrolling and using the service, okay?
Now, Martin just mentioned measurement, KPIs, key performance indicators. Camry, how do we know that our campaigns are working?
This is a great question, and one they might have to cut my mic off for, because I could talk about this all day long. So when you're looking at these media packages, really at the end of the day, you're investing in yourself and you're investing in your business, and you should see what that's doing for you. And that's really important to us as your marketing team, that you can see that. So there are two things that are really key about the program that we offer. And the first is a landing page. I believe we have a slide that shows our landing page. Perfect. So we have these custom landing pages for you. So when we send people to your stores, they get just your information. You're not competing with anyone. Everything they need to know about your pharmacy is on this page. But another great thing about this page is that we can track every action on here. So when someone sees your ads, they click through, they're ready to get directions, find your pharmacy, and spend their money at your store, we can tell you, hey, they got directions. We sent this many people to your store. And it makes it really easy to justify that investment when you can see it. But along with these custom pages, and one more note before I move on to the rest of the measurement, all of these optimizations that happen on this page are specific to your pharmacy, so they come back and make your campaigns even more efficient, even more cost-effective, which is another massive bonus. But when we talk about your reporting and how we can measure for you, we also have custom reporting dashboards. So just like I said, you have someone click on your ad, they go to your landing page, they find directions. You can see all of that in this dashboard. Really pretty, very high level, and so you get a quick view of what's happening. And another nice thing, so you can sign in, you can see this, but we have an entire team looking at your campaigns every single day, optimizing them for you, making sure that we're doing the best for you that we possibly can. So if you want to sign up and never think about it again, you are in good hands. So whatever you're looking for, we can help. You have a custom dashboard. We're also looking at it. So we really just want to have your back out there and make sure that whatever you're looking for, we can help you reach it.
Now that we've talked through some specific tactics within digital marketing, what it is, you've got the performance of the campaigns that you've seen, so people are walking in your door. Martin, how can business owners, pharmacy owners capitalize on that?
All right. So every pharmacy, you really need to know the difference between a visitor and a customer. All right. Now I work with McKesson with startup pharmacies all the time, and I use this example. You open some of you guys have seasoned stores. You've been open a long time. Everybody knows who you are and knows what you're about, and you have unique competitive advantages. But when you're a startup pharmacy and you open up across the street from the big box store, and they come in, hand you a script, and say, I got to catch a plane, and they're backed up 8 hours. Can you get this filled? And you get that script filled, and you take care of them, and you're quick and efficient, and you get them out. Did you get into a customer, or did you get a visitor? Well, you won't know until 30 days later, right? When that person calls back and says, hey, I'd like to get that refill, but you're closed. Can you transfer it back across the street to the big box store? You just had a visitor. You just spent money. You spent advertising to get somebody to visit your store. Your store is a sales funnel, okay? You need to have something from the front to the back that retains. And one of the things that you need to have in your store is a custom retention and management system. So you get that new customer, your new store, they come in, you get them taken care of, you get their information. Do you call them 3 days later and say, hey, thanks for visiting my store. You're a new customer. I know you're in a rush. Did you have any questions that we missed? And then 22 days later, about 5 days before they have the refill, do you call them and say, your refill's coming due? We can get it ready for you. Oh, you need that on Saturday. You're out of town. We're closed. I can deliver it for you. And by the way, I examined it and realized that maybe we can convert that to a cash script, and then you only got to see me again in 90 days. Now you're starting to engage that customer. Now you're starting to retain that customer. The money that you spent getting that customer in, you're retaining. And you're turning that person from a visitor into a customer. And the longer you keep a customer, the more things you can sell them, okay? Whether it's an OTC, whether it's a flu shot, whether it's their family and friends to get them to come in, whether it's their pet, okay? Whether it's their father or a family member, okay? So you've got to begin to think about, from the front of the back of your store, what are you doing to service your customers, and how are you retaining and managing them? And it has to be an active process, all right?
Probably the easiest question of the day, and hopefully we've piqued some interest here, but where can the pharmacists learn more?
Yeah, it's about time you throw me an easy one. So we are actually over in the theater booth, so you can see us right over there on the end. If you can't find that, you can probably find my neon red head hanging around somewhere. Come grab me. We have an entire team here to help you. We really want to talk about your pharmacies, your goals. How can we best help you? We've got multiple packages available. So let's talk budgets. Let's talk objectives. And we can really help you find what's going to be best for you and hopefully achieve everything that you're looking for. So come talk to us. We can talk you through it and hopefully get you set up with something that will help you get into some digital marketing.
Questions for us?
Yes, thank you all for today. Thank you, Liz, Camry, and Martin. Like Camry said, you can find them over in the movie theater. There's also a deep dive learning lab at 11 a.m., and there's another pharma talk today at 4 o'clock around why word of mouth is not always the best marketing technique. So plenty of ways to see these folks, engage with these folks. They're brand new to us at McKesson, and we're very happy to have them here to support our marketing needs. If you have any questions, we're going to send them off stage, so you can ask them some questions while we get ready to do the next talk on the opposite side. So thank you guys very much.